Transfix.
Time for takeoff. The night is cold. Cold. Mine to stand with me. Out of my way! Our bond is strong.
Everlasting as the moon. Pitiful.
My guiding stars. Stars. Let's play. Yahoo! Let's play! Think you can get away? Not now! Stand with me!
Laid bare. This is where you fall. Transfix.
Cold. Mine to I'll settle this. Time for takeoff.
Go on.
Thank you for Add Ash.
Ah, as a child, my the Sub-Zero.
Whoa! What's with your yellow hair? And why do your clothes look so funny? Are you an Outlander? Did you know that this...
Huh. Revamping the stage for the festival couldn't have been easy, that's for sure. I bet this year's festival will be one to remember. I don't know much about the Grand Bazaar, but I do know that the residents here have a penchant for song and dance. Two things that the academia doesn't particularly approve of. Oh, and the perfume sold around here is a lot better than what you'll find elsewhere. The fragrances are longer lasting and they're gentler on your skin and... I mean, that's what I've heard at least.
Things are... Don't be fooled into thinking that Sumeru City has the best of everything. Some festival snacks are only offered here in the Grand... And when it comes to musicians, dancers, or singers, the Grand...
Milu, your outfit looks amazing. There's also some...
I thought I'd add a little extra pizzazz to my dress for the festival. See?
Wow, did you sew all that yourself?
Uh-huh. Sewing is a fundamental skill for everyone in the theater company because we make all our own costumes. Did you know that Mr. Zubair not only can make costumes, but props too? I've noticed that you can't keep your eyes off this crown. Would you like to try it on?
May I?
Of course. The legends say that the goddess of flowers had beautiful horns on her head, so this crown was made to reflect that. Dunyarzad, you look absolutely stunning with it on. It's like I'm looking at the goddess of flowers herself. Hey! Is that who Paimon thinks it is? It looks like... Catherine! Huh. Come to think of it, Paimon's only ever seen her behind the counter at the Adventurers Guild. This is the first time we've ever seen her taking a break. Hey, Catherine!
Huh? Oh, hey! It's the Traveler and Paimon! What's shaken?
Whoa,
Break time Catherine sure sounds a lot less formal than usual. Paimon was still waiting for her to say Ad Astra Abyssosque.
Sure. Standing behind the counter at the Adventurers Guild doesn't require any complicated functions. But saying and doing the same old things over and over again can get pretty monotonous. Like watching the same Fontaine movie day after day. But take you two, for example. You travel across Teyvat to enrich your lives and gain new experiences.
Well, we enjoy traveling across Teyvat and all that, but we're mainly looking for clues about her brother.
Yes, you should keep searching. Sometimes the answers we're looking for aren't necessarily at our intended destination. Instead, they're found along the way.
Huh. Haven't we heard someone say something pretty similar recently? Anyways, what brings you out here, Catherine?
No, not particularly. I guess you could say that I'm loving the recent atmosphere here. If festivals bring happiness to everyone, then that's where their true value lies. Oh, it looks like it's about time for me to be heading back now.
Alright, we'll see you next time at the Adventurers Guild. Oh, by the way, thanks for connecting us with the Eremites. We've already made some great friends in Sumeru City thanks to you.
I'm sure you two will get along well with the people here. You've already been blessed by the element of Dendro after all. See you around.
There's something really different about Catherine today.
Hey, Traveler. Paimon.
Oh, hey, Dia. What's going on?
I've got something to tell ya. My lady knows you're looking for ways to meet Lesser Lord Kusanali, and she's been trying to come up with a way to help you.
Are you serious?
It might not necessarily pan out. My lady is feeling a little worn out at the moment.
Sounds like a plan. Let's head over to the Citadel of Razar and wait for Dia.
What's so great about Smash not
Sorry, I'm late. It took some convincing for the master and mistress to believe that Miss Dunyarzad was only sitting in the port for a while because she was in a bad mood. Anyway, I guess I should be thanking you. I haven't seen Miss Dunyarzad that happy in a long time. If it wasn't for you two, she probably would have been caught and dragged back much earlier.
You sure sound a whole lot nicer than when we first met, Dia. Who would have thought you had such a soft spot for Dunyarzad?
It's called being a professional. I'm a bodyguard, and I work for whoever's paying.
Look, Dia's blushing.
Listen, you two. I don't expect to be working for Miss Dunyarzad very long, but I hope to finish things on a positive note if possible. Let's cut the chit-chat and head into the Citadel. We'll see if the person I know has a way for you two to meet with the Lesser Lord. Oh, hey, Chief.
Ha, Dia! What are you doing here? And well, didn't expect to see you three together.
I take it you all know each other already?
We met this morning after the Adventurers Guild pointed us to Ozfon for more info.
No kidding. Huh. So, where's Ruksha? I thought I'd help these two out by asking about the theft. Anything you can tell him?
Rookshaw's gone over to the Academia. The Grand Sage recently ordered Sumeru City to begin bolstering its defenses, so people from all over have been called back to the city. Since you've already mentioned the theft, I suppose I might as well tell him what we know.
Appreciate it, Chief.
Theft? Sorry, what the heck are you guys talking about?
Just recently, the Academia lost something, and there's a chance the item is connected with the Dendro Archon. This case might just somehow help you in meeting her.
I suppose that's one way to look at it. But if you ask me, the case is more about the Academia than anything else. Let me fill you in. The Academia recently sent a convoy to pick up an important package from Aru village. Word got out, and the convoy was robbed on its way back. The Grand Sage took the whole matter very seriously. Not only did he dispatch the Matra, but also enlisted our help in the search for leads. All we know so far is that whatever was stolen is currently in Port Ormos.
You two have heard of Port Ormos, haven't you? It's the largest commercial port in all of Sumeru. You can travel there by leaving Sumeru City and heading south along the river. The Academia's grip isn't long enough to reach all the way to Port Ormos, so the city's a little more laid back, meaning the population's also a mixed bag. You never know who you'll meet there.
Apparently what was lost has a great deal to do with the Akasha, knowledge, and even the gods. I'm afraid I don't have any other details for you, though. If you're interested, maybe you could head to Port Ormos and ask around yourselves. If you want my advice, try introducing yourselves as students of the Academia once you're there.
Are you serious, Chief? All the Academia students are in Sumeru City, you know. Why should they pretend to be students in Port Ormos?
If you're also interested, just go there and see what happens.
Count me out. I've got plenty of work to do here for the Homayani family. And take it from me, if you two really do decide to visit Port Ormos, you'd best watch your backs. Let's just say that the Eremites there aren't nearly as friendly as those here in Sumeru City. There are even some extremists who go around shouting slogans like, "Retake Sumeru for King Deshret." Word is that more and more are joining their movement. They're becoming a real headache for Chief and the others.
You bet they are. King Deshret's been dead for thousands of years. Now they start spreading rumors of his return. Ridiculous.
Not everyone's like you, Chief. Even the desert natives who abandoned their homes in the wilderness still wish to have a god of their own. Well, Traveler, that's about all the information we have for you.
Thanks, Dia! And you too, Osfond! Since we've gathered all we could for the moment in Sumeru City, let's head to Port Ormos and see what we can find next.
Miss Dunyarzad is looking forward to seeing you both at the Sub-Zeru's festival, so be sure to get yourselves back here in time for that. Good. Then we'll see you both at the Sub-Zeru's festival.
When I hand this work over to the Empire, I'll have to rephrase the request.
It must be distributed.
Come and have a good look yourself. Traditional spices of the highest quality, made with pride and experience.
You've got a deal. I can't thank you enough for always looking after my business.
Believe me, I'm not making this up. Several Eremite mercenary groups are nearly in open conflict, but does the core of 30 care? And that's not all. Did you know that...
Wow! Talk about hurly-burly! This place is busy! Guess that's only to be expected for the largest port in Sumeru. Maybe it's because of what Dia told us earlier, but Paimon can't seem to shake the feeling that there's also... Let's get our bearings so we can start looking for leads. We know that whatever the Academia lost is related to the gods. But other than that, we don't have much else to go on. Osfun told us to try posing as Academia students while asking around. Paimon checked the Akasha on the way here, and the Academia doesn't seem to have any research facilities in Port Ormos. Paimon doesn't get it. Won't we look even more suspicious going around saying we're Academia students and asking about the stolen item? Well, given all the people that come through here every day, if there's any information to be found, Paimon bets we could find it.
Life is full of possibilities.
Welcome. How can I help you two?
Hi there. We would like to ask you a question. Do students from the Academia ever come to Port Ormos?
Of course. Especially around this time of year. Students from Sumeru City that are about to graduate often come to Port Ormos to cut loose a little. Many people often talk about how hard it is to get accepted into the Academia, let alone graduate. But those who finish their studies and go on to become full-time researchers at the Academia have it even harder. Sure, we may not be Sumeru City, but Port Ormos offers beautiful scenery and a stress-free environment. Some even say it's good luck to come to Port Ormos, so students and researchers come flocking here when things get to be too much at the Academia. You see over there? Those are students from the Academia. They've been looking worried and miserable. If you ask me, the life of a
It's no good. I've tried asking around, but I haven't been able to learn anything useful. Not to mention that a bunch of scary-looking Eremite mercenaries have been posted along the streets now.
There's been a lot of fighting between the different Eremite factions in Port Ormos. If we choose to move on our own, then it would be wise to steer clear of them. Especially the group that's constantly shouting some stuff about King Deshret and some resurrection. I've even heard that the Citadel of Regzar is starting to get fed up with them. What was that group called again? Ein something or other?
They're called Ein El Akhmar. Today, I heard that the thing we're after might be in their possession at the moment.
Wait, come again?
Don't you see? Many of the Eremites in Port Ormos deal with trading this kind of thing. They're usually pretty wary of outsiders, but not so with students of the academia. It's because the kind of goods that students are looking for aren't the kind of goods that Eremites are after. As long as they know you're a student, then deals can be made. I've heard that Ein al-Hakmar likes to set up shop at the Jafar Tavern. Supposedly, if you're willing to part with 500,000 Mora, they'll give you info on anything.
Wait, did you say 500,000? If information alone costs that much, then how could we ever afford to buy what we're looking for? I guess we might as well give up on trying to graduate this way.
I wouldn't worry too much. Our field of research is very niche. Who else could possibly be after that kind of shady knowledge? I bet it's practically worthless to anyone aside from us.
Oh, I guess that makes sense. Then the only thing left for us now is to find a way in. Why don't we all just pool our money together and pay for the information?
Whoa! Did you hear that? A niche field of research and shady knowledge? It all sounds pretty suspicious to Paimon. Is knowledge something people just buy and sell like that? So, what's our plan? Wait, didn't you hear what they just said? Buying information is going to cost us 500,000 Mora! Have you lost your mind? Oh, all right. Paimon never thought she'd agree to parting with that kind of Mora. But if you know what you're doing, then we should get...
Hello there, my friend. Fate must have brought us together.
Wanna buy some spices? This is the place we heard those students talking about. Let's find a seat somewhere and see if we can spot the group they mentioned.
Should I adjust the shipping schedule?
Oh, you've arrived. Please, take a seat.
So, they think that they can go toe-to-toe with the boss? Ha! Once we reclaim the power of King Deshret, they'll be the first that the boss punishes.
They're nothing to be afraid of. Our main rival now is the Caracal Battalion. They've also amassed a significant amount of Mora this time, so we mustn't underestimate them.
How can the Caracal Battalion compete with the boss when they're nothing but a bunch of money?
Yeah, with bosses...
Huh. All these guys talk about is King Deshret, so they're probably the ones we're looking for.
Greater Lord Ruka Devata. That traitor and her followers must not be spared. The day will come when King Deshret exacts vengeance on Sumeru, and all of them shall be punished.
Yeah, Paimon was wondering what they meant too. We should ask about that if we get the chance later.
How can there be Kairaki?
So then, what happened next?
Why does it have to be this way?
Huh? Who are you? What do you want?
Now's probably not the time to talk about that. Didn't the students say Eremites are wary of outsiders?
A student? Huh. What's a student from Sumeru City doing in Port Ormos? Ah, well, if it's info you want, you've come to the right place. The question is, can you afford it? Huh? What is this? Some kind of...
Oh! Sorry. She must have grabbed the wrong amount. Hey, what do you think you're doing? Oh, Paimon can't stand to see so much more go.
Here, this is the merchant's address. Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it there. Hmm? Well, what are you waiting for?
Oh, that's right! We heard you mention King Deshret just now. We're actually interested to know more because...
Fine. Since you've already handed over the Mora... As you can see, members of Ain al-Ahmar are devout believers of King Deshret. Years ago, King Deshret founded the great desert nation that was our homeland. It was an advanced civilization, far beyond anything you'll see in present-day Sumeru. King Deshret was the rightful god of wisdom, but he was betrayed by a companion he trusted. She even stripped him of his title, God of Wisdom.
So, you mean the traitor was...
Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, yes. That shameless wretch destroyed King Deshret's civilization, and our ancestors were forced to flee to this land where we were made to suffer the tyranny of our enemies. Furthermore, she conspired with the Academia to cover up the truth of her actions, and create the merciful and benevolent facade for which she is now known. Ugh, just thinking about it sickens me. But the story doesn't end there, oh no. King Deshret isn't truly dead. The voice of the Oracle has been heard in the desert, prophesying his resurrection. Mark my words, our god shall return. And when that day comes, all followers of the traitor and all the desert dwellers who have forgotten their true god will suffer retribution together. If what I'm saying makes you shiver with fear, it might not be too late for you to become a believer of King Deshret. I don't have anything to say to you Academia people about that. I think this conversation has reached its end.
Not just yet. This man is a fraud.
Huh?
You again? Deranged Academia lunatic?
Yes, it's me again. I already warned you that if you weren't willing to sit and discuss things with me, I'd take measures to make things uncomfortable for you. Listen to me. That address he gave you is fake. Or at least, you won't find a merchant waiting for you there. This group has been boasting all around that they can provide information on a certain item as a means of luring people into their territory. Once you show up, they keep up the act until they have hard evidence that you want to purchase said item.
Hey! Shut it, Alhaitham! What are you playing at, trying to ruin our business like this,
I told you the other day. I wish to discuss my terms with your boss.
Ha! The boss made it...
Yes, and in no uncertain terms. But that was then.
I'm warning you. Don't...
If you're suggesting that we escalate this from a verbal exchange to a physical one, I accept. After all, even the Archons used war to negotiate the ownership of Tevat. If, on the other hand, we can't agree on any means of negotiation at all, I will jeopardize the era. I am quite confident. Also,
What did you say?
Consider this.
This guy is really out of his mind.
Okay then. If you really have a death wish, let's meet a week from today. The pier in front of the Pharos Lighthouse, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, sharp. Don't expect us to hold back.
Not so fast. First, you return the 500,000 mora to them.
Please, I beg you, don't provoke them. We can't afford any trouble with this crowd. They haven't even paid for the—
Mr. Iman, there appears to be fewer staff. Someone who chooses to do business with a group like that really can't afford to get so flustered the instant someone confronts them about it. Consider the meal compensation for our silence. I'd say you're getting an excellent deal.
Whoa, did you see that? He not only got us our Mora back, but sent the Emirites running too! Plus, he seems to... He went that way! After him!
Should I adjust the shipping schedule?
Fresh fruits and veggies, both quantity and quality.
Wait up! It's Al-Haytham, right?
What do you want? No need for thanks. My goal was to get to them, and you two gave me just the opportunity I advise you to keep your distance from them. Since they weren't able to make off with your Mora in the end, they might harass you again in the future. All right. Goodbye.
Hold your horses! We still have something to ask you about! Since you tore through their scam right in front of them, you must know the real story about certain something, no?
Who exactly are you two? And why are you inquiring about that? A student. Right. Look, you should know that those thugs conducting business with you had nothing to do with your lie.
Huh? Oh, yeah! She's really strong! Weren't you saying something about a physical exchange? We can help with that.
She doesn't even have a vision. Forget it.
Maybe not, but she can still use elemental energy. Otherwise, there's no way we'd go asking for info from from guys like that. Those hot-headed thugs are definitely gonna bring a lot of backup for your next meeting. Even if you don't go alone, you won't regret taking us with you.
All right, I accept. Got a pen and paper? If you're searching for someone who sells that kind of merchandise, I'll give you one of their addresses, and you can try your luck. We'll reconvene at the appointed time by the pier. It doesn't matter if you show up or not.
So, since you were happy to give us this merchant's information, does that mean you can tell us exactly what we're after?
You were willing to part with 500,000 mora for something and you didn't even know what it was? Okay. Well, if you truly are as skilled as you claim, then you can beat the answer out of them when they become hostile. Look, if you've been making inquiries, then you have to know something by now. Tell me what you know so far, so I don't waste time repeating information.
We know it's connected to the academia somehow, and that not only do the Eremites deal in it, but some students want to get a hold of it too. What else?
You know almost... This is what you've been looking for.
Huh? Paimon can't tell it.
This is a knowledge capsule. To put it simply, it's a anyone who links it to their personal Akasha terminal instantly becomes privy to its contents. Correct. anyone. Unlike the Akasha, it's essentially a convenient and harmless vestibule for knowledge. They were created as a means for scholars to transfer knowledge gained from Irminsul into the Akasha, and are intended to be destroyed immediately after use. But despite strict regulations, some of these knowledge capsules will always escape destruction. After all, there will always be those in this world who are dissatisfied with life as designed for them by the Akasha and wish to change their fate. Over the past century, a wide variety of canned knowledge has been leaked from the academia. Now, in Port Ormos, the valuable ones are a means to mora for the Eremites. Meanwhile, those which the Eremites deem to be useless to them occasionally prove useful to the common citizens and hapless academia students. Well, I think that about sums it up. Oh, so that's your... With our current arrangement, I don't believe I can offer an answer. You're still resolved. Fine. Let's continue our conversation here. If you wish to learn more about the knowledge capsule that the Academia lost, then you must help me with something. I need you to find someone named Dory, a traveling merchant. Unlike the peddlers who hawk inferior knowledge capsules, she often has quality goods in stock. Some say that as long as there is profit to be made, there is nothing she won't dare to sell. She's guarded against people from the Academia because most of her wares don't comply with Academia regulations. I think she blacklisted me. I met with her informant, but it soon became clear that they had no intention of letting me get any further. Become one of Dory's customers and earn her trust. This is my condition for further collaboration.
Why do you want us to meet with her?
Until you complete this task, you don't have question privileges.
Fine. So how do we go about doing this?
You two are outlanders who haven't been here for long, so Dory should view you as safe clients. I'll give you the informant's address and their contact password. Beyond the password, though, I have no way of knowing what other tricks she might have up her sleeve. You'll have to improvise.
This is kind of nerve-wracking.
The true challenge begins after you meet her. She has a keen nose for mora and a shrewd eye for wares, and she only likes customers who she deems to have good taste. I'll prepare some funds for you. Buy her highest quality wares and earn her approval.
But we only just saw a knowledge capsule for the first time. We don't know how to tell which ones are good and which ones are bad. Is that something we can learn quickly?
That's true. Have you two heard of elemental sight? Oh, that's a surprise. Guess I'll have to hold you in higher regard. Anyway, that ability should resolve your issue. Here are 2 knowledge capsules. Tell me, can you detect any difference in their quality?
They look the same to Paimon.
Try inspecting them with elemental sight.
How'd it go? Did you see anything?
Rumor has it that higher quality knowledge capsules generally appear brighter when viewed through elemental sight. That's because knowledge originates from Irminsul, the root of Dendro power itself. The more powerful the knowledge, the richer it is in Dendro energy. However, some canned knowledge with a high concentration of elemental energy is of little use in contemporary times, so those capsules are of little value. Using elemental sight is merely a stopgap measure, but it should suffice for earning Dory's trust.
That sounds pretty impressive.
Here's a sheet with the informant's location and contact password, and here is the mora for purchasing canned knowledge. Don't be cheap. You'll need to spend to catch Dory's eye. If there's any mora left over, just keep it. Oh, and be sure to exercise some caution. There have been Matra present in Port Ormos lately. Your efforts will be for naught if they catch you.
Matra?
They belong to the Academia's regulatory body. They also handle cases of illegal canned knowledge transactions. Like I said, the Academia has banned both their trade and possession. The Matra are razor sharp. You're in for nothing good if they lock their sights onto you. If you two want to back out, now's the time. Okay.
Looking at what Al-Haytham wrote, Dory's informant is a trader near Old Ormos. Let's follow these instructions and try to get in contact with him.
Hello. What are you two looking to buy? What a unique palate. We have unripe hara fruits, but we usually keep them in the back. I'll have someone escort you.
Following the paper got us past the first round.
Ronak, these two want to buy unripe hara fruits. Show them to the warehouse.
Got it. You two, please follow me. You two have a fascinating fashion sense. We haven't seen a customer wearing a Sumeru rose for quite some time.
Hold on. Let me think. Sumeru rose means common merch.
Every ship deserves the best.
No, look again. We're obviously wearing mourning flowers.
Ah, my mistake. I do apologize.
Whew. That pop quiz sure was scary.
The warehouse is up ahead. Please follow me. Before I retrieve your products, I need to please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice.
Hold on. That's not right. Taken by mice means they...
I'm sorry. But as things currently stand...
He's cautious of us. Let's take a closer look at...
Before I retrieve your... please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice. Thanks. If better good, you look like you have some skill. Why don't I pick out some fruits that'll make you dizzy?
Yep, that's the right answer. But eating hara fruit that makes your head and ears ring sounds like a bad luck.
Would you like your hara fruits to be packaged in the Sumeru City or Port Ormos style? Wow, you two sure are generous customers. We'll be sure to package your products beautifully. Okay, everything has been confirmed. Miss Dory is waiting for you up at... Shoot, it's the Matra! Run!
What? The Matra? Where? Al-Haytham said we're done for if they catch us. We gotta get out of here. We don't know this area, so let's follow that informant. Oh, I think the creepy crawly got into the cooking pot. from the Rishbaland, Tiger! Come this way! Another password! Huh? Oh, that voice came from behind...
Here, over here. You can stop running now.
So you were the one who was calling out to us just now. But, are we definitely gonna be safe here?
These two good customers wish to buy some horror fruit, Miss Dory. And if there's nothing else, I'll just...
Oh, very good. Thank you.
Huh? Wait, you're Dory? Paimon sure thought you'd look a whole lot scarier.
Hey, what are you trying to say, Princess Pea-Brain? I can be scary enough when I need to be, believe you me. But it seems you two have actually done pretty well so far. Not only did you manage to...
Paimon's not sure if that's supposed to be a compliment, but we'll take it.
I can't risk doing business with people who start huffing and puffing after just a few paces. No matter how much more they might have. Not only will they get caught by the Matra, but they'll also get us into trouble. As decent folks trying to run an honest business. We don't need any of that. So that's why I prefer to have customers like you. It's your first time here, but don't worry, I won't ask too many questions. Even if you wish to buy enough knowledge capsules to decorate your house with, as long as you have lots of round, shiny Mora, then we're all good. Ah, yes, of course.
Wow, she has a trove of canned knowledge. Whew. She'd probably be in serious trouble if the Matra caught her with all this.
What kind of products do you seek, my dear customers? Take this one, for example. An analysis of the sociological ideology and dialectics of the Hilichurls. Only 3 people in all of Teyvat have ever studied it, making it extremely rare. It's on sale now for 350,000 Mora.
Yeesh, who would want to be in...
Or how about the architectural styles and construction methods of Teyvat? With this one, you can become an expert in historic architecture preservation and find an excellent, well-paying job in nearly any nation.
Ooh, now the
2 million Mora, and it's yours. No discounts.
Whoa, that's a lot of...
Of course, you are free to pick whatever your heart's desire.
All right, let's try the method that Alhaitham mentioned.
You've really got a good head on your shoulders, and quite the eye for quality.
We'll take these, please and thank you.
My oh my, you are blessed with a taste for both the exquisite and the extravagant. Customers like you are a rare breed. 1 in 100. No, 1 in 1,000. Listen, I have a special offer for you two. If you spend just 100,000 Mora more, you can pick any knowledge capsule of your choice up to a value of 1 million Mora.
Say what now? Hey, did you hear that? Spend another 100K and we get a capsule worth a whole million! But all the canned knowledge we just bought is easily worth 500,000 Mora. If we spend just a little more, we can get something worth 1 million. Think about it. We've gone to all this trouble to get this canned knowledge. And so, aren't you even the least bit curious about how this whole canned knowledge thing works? We're talking instant knowledge here. Don't you want to try it yourself? Come on, come on! We still have around 100,000 of Alhaitham's Mora left, so let's put it to good use by finding something useful for you.
Excellent! Then please, select from this fine collection of canned knowledge over here.
on a second. Paimon thought we could choose whatever we wanted. Why can't we choose the ones from over there?
Oh, but my dear customer, the knowledge capsules over here are worth 1 million mora each. I'm sure discerning
Oh, Paimon has a bad feeling about this. Let's use Elemental Sight again to check these. So, what did you see? So, they're all worth about the same amount? Well, anyway, the mora's already been spent, so let's at least try to find something useful. Let Paimon take a look here. An introduction to traditional Sumeru brewing techniques, the art of growing spices, an overview of ancient runes. Oh, how about this one? Sword Fighting Techniques 8. Not sure we'd ever find volumes 1 through 7, but at least this knowledge should be useful, right? Let's go with this one. Dory, we'll take this one.
All right, very good. I'm expecting some new goods in the next couple days, so be sure to check back again soon. Whether it's canned knowledge or anything else you need, bring your mora to Dory and...
Our dealings with Dory went smoothly enough. Let's head to Wakala Funduk and meet up with Alhaitham. Hopefully now he'll finally tell us about what the Academia lost.
Trust me, I'll find you your perfect color.
You two made it. And from the...
Whoa, there's so many people from the Academia here. Why would you pick this place as our meetup spot?
Well, Wakela...
You're a pretty daring guy.
Relax. No one here is interested in anything we say, and the Matra won't come here.
Okay, we did what you asked. So, can you tell us about the knowledge capsule that...
Before that, I have to ask. Why are you two so intent on tracking it down? You don't have to answer, of course.
Yeah, she just wants to meet the God of Wisdom and ask her about something important. We've been in Sumeru for a while now. When we heard that the Academia had lost something that might be related to the gods, we came here in case it turned out to be our lucky
In that case, you're on the... A short while ago, the Academia lost a knowledge capsule in the desert. It's supposed...
Wow, there's really such a thing as that? Hey, if we find it, do you think we could learn how to...
I highly doubt it has any mystical properties, but it does indeed exist. And it's right...
So, where exactly?
That's what we need to find out next. I won't deny that. I am investigating because I'm curious as to what the Divine Knowledge Capsule truly is. As you know, the Eremites and several brigades have been vying for... My personal finances and connections cannot compete with those of the Eremites. I agreed to forego owner... However, there are those who are less... They adamantly...
So you kept hounding them because they refused to cooperate with you?
Yes. Ain al-Ahmar isn't exactly wealthy, but its members are determined to get that capsule. So, I've been sabotaging their business to force them in. The Divine Knowledge Capsule should be up for a secret auction within the next few days. Each brigade will place their own bid, and the prize will be covertly given to the winner. To ensure the capsule's security and to evade the Matra's notice, the winning brigade will... Unless I know whose hands the Divine Knowledge Capsule ends up in, Dory is the most reliable source of information.
In other words, you wanted us to befriend Dory so you could find out where the Divine Knowledge Capsule is.
Yes, you can say that. But this arrangement harms none of us. The day after tomorrow, go back to Dory and try to purchase information on the Divine Knowledge Capsule. If I get the opportunity to study the Divine Knowledge Capsule, I will relay my findings to you. Will that suffice as compensation? Okay.
I'll hate them, but...
Doing so right under... All right, this place works.
Here.
Sword Fighting Techniques 8. Huh. A combat class knowledge capsule. This class is something of a rare find these days, since most have been taken by the Eremites to augment their battle capabilities.
Really? Aw, yeah, what a great buy!
If you want to determine the efficacy of this capsule, I can evaluate your combat ability. We can conduct a controlled experiment where you fight. While you fight, we can use an Akasha terminal to monitor your various physical parameters. There may be variants.
Wow! I'll hate them! Paimon's curious about something, though. You definitely weren't one of those students who needed canned knowledge to graduate from the acad...
When you are unable to understand a researcher's actions, most cases can be attributed to curiosity.
Sounds like you're...
All right, let's begin the test.
Laid bare.
Our bond is strong.
Transfixed.
All right. I'll link your Akasha. The next step is to hold it in your hand. I'll help you establish a
Hey, how are you feeling? You mean that it worked?
All right. Time for round 2. Fight with this.
Brace yourselves. Think you can get away? Dissipate.
Now, I'll...
Oh, Hatham, how's it go?
Well, the knowledge capsule you purchased did improve her combat capability. During the second fight, her overall fighting performance increased by 0.0...
Wait, how much? Dory's such a jerk! She totally...
Of course, this could be because she is so powerful that the capsule's contents were unable to produce a substantial... At the very least, this test allowed me to gain more insight into you two. I'm heading back to Ikela Funduk. I await your...
What could... Children. What are they up to? Never mind. Let them do as they please.
Let's see Dory today and ask her about where the Divine Knowledge Capsule is.
Welcome back, my loyal patron. You name it. Can knowledge, supplies, or anything else you need.
Can you really get us anything we...
Uh-huh. So it appears that canned knowledge alone is no longer sufficient for your opulent appetite. Then please oblige me. Oh! I knew customers with pockets as deep as yours would undoubtedly crave something more profound than ordinary canned knowledge. But you know, that kind of information isn't going to be cheap. After all, I had to work really hard to weasel my way into the auction site. Not to mention that if anyone found out that I was the leaker, I would be in...
But how can we be sure your information is accurate? Paimon's curious.
Because to me, anything of value is what I consider to be my supply. for the information's authenticity, well, you've no need to worry about that. I used a camera to take a picture of the transaction. That way, it's always a pleasure doing business with such sterling patrons. Now that you've paid in full, here's the scoop. The Divine Knowledge Capsule was purchased yesterday by a certain Misery, the leader of Ain el-Ahmar.
Ain el-Ahmar? You mean the Eremites who worshipped King Deshret?
Ah, so you're already... The group has done everything in their power to obtain that Divine Knowledge Capsule is unlike any... The capsule is clearly visible in the picture I took. You can look for yourself.
Thanks for the info, Dory.
Please, it's my pleasure.
Well, we figured out where the Divine Knowledge Capsule is. It turns out it ended up in the hands of Ain el-Ahmar. Let's head back and talk to Al-Haytham. Al-Haytham! We got the info you wanted!
Really? All right. Let's hear it.
Dory even gave us evidence.
Huh, look at that. All right. The person in this picture is indeed Misery. In which case, if we play our cards right, when we confront...
At first, Paimon didn't get why you were provoking these Ain el-Ahmar guys. But now, after we defeat them, we can finally have a serious talk.
Thank you for your time and efforts. Take a few days off while I make some preparations. Let's meet up again on... See you then.
Al-Haytham sure is taking his time. Where could he be? Oh, there he is.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Let's head to the pier in front of Pharos.
Yep, let's go.
Al-Haytham. I knew you were crazy.
It was I who demanded that these negotiations take place. This is turning into quite an occasion.
Back up. Aren't you the brat from the restaurant the other day? You've come to... I'm not going to mince my words. Once we're done with you, you'll be nothing more than fish food. Get 'em, boys!
Uh-oh, here they come.
Stand with me! My guiding stars! Don't be scared. Overruled. Time for takeoff.
Not now.
Our bond is strong.
Academia scum! Boss! Finally! Did you use it? Great! Now we can... Boss?
Boss! What's wrong? What happened to him?
We have to cut his Akasha connection, now.
Target acquired! Arrest him! Do not impede our work. Is that understood, Al-Haytham?
Of course. I was only trying to help.
Take him away!
World, forget me.
What in Tibet just happened? It's like that big guy suddenly lost his mind.
It looks like he used the Divine Knowledge Capsule.
You mean the Divine Knowledge Capsule did that to him? Oh, yeah. You mean how some researchers go insane?
I've heard of numerous incidents of researchers in Satyavada life going insane. This Divine Knowledge Capsule does appear to be linked to the gods, but beyond that, it doesn't seem anything like the rumors suggest. Did you hear what he said? World, forget me. What could that possibly mean?
If the mantra took him away, then that means the Academia got the Divine Knowledge Capsule back too. What a shame. We were so close. Still, Paimon didn't expect the Divine Knowledge Capsule would be so dangerous. Imagine if...
As things stand, there is no reason for me to remain in Port Ormos.
Oh, we were so busy trying to find the Divine Knowledge Capsule that Paimon forgot to ask you something. Since you're a member...
Truthfully, I don't. Lesser Lord Kusanali appears to exist outside of Sumeru's entire administration. Most of the time, you wouldn't know she exists at all. Moreover, since the Academia possesses the Akasha, a symbol of our deity's wisdom, scholars have no...
Everything about Lesser Lord Kusanali is such a mystery!
I'm heading back to the Academia. How about you two?
It's almost the day of the Sub-Zero's festival. Maybe we should head back too. We've been rushed off our feet over the past few days, so maybe a little rest and relaxation will do us good. Then we'll part ways here, Al-Haytham, until we meet again.
Now, do I deal with this thing first? Or should I produce the report that the higher-ups require?
Miss the Sub-Zero's festival, right? Let's hurry and find Dunyarzad. Paimon thinks she must be around the Grand Bazaar, since she showed us around there last time. There she is! Dunyarzad, we're back!
just as promised. Traveler and Paimon. I'm so... Indeed.
There's no need to be...
Thanks, Speaking of which...
Of course we went! A lot...
If there is another...
My lady, if you went to Port
Dia!
It's called covert protection. Keeping it...
It's alright, Dia. The festival's tomorrow. I've been doing nothing but causing trouble.
Even when you put it that way, it still doesn't feel...
Don't worry, my guardian.
Okay, fine, but only tonight. Tomorrow's a big day.
Oh, I've already prepared a room for you to...
Whoa, you're...
Here we are.
It looks really nice. That's Paimon's specialty.
Oh, if you don't mind, all of my friends will be...
Yeah, it'll be...
Then let's meet at the...
It's a deal.
I may be too excited for...
Paimon started to really look forward to the Sub-Zero... Oh, no. Thinking about... Did we oversleep? We should go meet Dunyarzad right away!
Traveler.
Good morning, Dunya.
Not at all. Today is final.
You've worked so hard for this.
You know it. Well, many vendors came out of the blue to support the event, and they insisted on covering costs themselves. Let's go give them some business.
They paid for everything out of pocket? Oh, sounds like they're not in this just for the Mora.
They all said that contributing to a lively festival atmosphere is more important than money. Especially since we don't often get to celebrate Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday.
Ooh, they're selling food over that way! Let's go take a look!
This is a stall offering foods from the Haftmewa feast.
Oh!
Mushrooms? So...
It's another Sub-Zero's fest. Generally speaking, the most common selections are foods like Rukashava.
So, the Sub-Zero festival is a vegetarian...
You don't have to be a vegetarian to enjoy the spread. We just use the 7 food...
Wait, but if that's the case, then wouldn't the Pyro Archons festival be full of food like roasted fowl, juicy meatballs, grilled steak? Oh, Traveler, we have to go to Natlan as soon as possible!
I hope your wish comes true one day, Paimon.
Thanks! Alright, how about we also check out some of these other stalls?
Dear customers, would you like to try your hand?
What's alchemical divination? Those two things sound like they'd be fun to try together.
Right? I thought the same when I first heard about it. It is said to be a
So...
It's quite simple. After you give me any 2 alchemical reagents, I'll use them to perform a random...
Sure sounds random.
That is precisely what we need. After the transmutation fails, you're...
Well, according to Lesser Lord Kusanali, everything is interconnected. And all that occurred...
Why does everything sound so much more credible?
So that's the true wisdom behind it. This young...
Okay, one moment.
Paimon wants to take a look too!
Generally speaking, the moon signifies... It means... Wait a moment.
Is he really looking it up in a book?
Oh, I remember now. It means illusions and lies.
Illusions and lies? That sounds rather ominous.
Yes, but this book says that if you trust your intuition and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
He's not even trying to hide his book anymore.
Naturally, fate will only ever show you the beginning of a journey. It is up to you to forge your own ending. Oh, thank you so much. I'll keep that in mind.
Oh, it's nothing. I'm just learning as I go.
Guess that was still pretty interesting. Okay, on to the next stall.
They say the Sub-Zerus festival was very lively a long, long time ago. Large flower carriages used to parade through the city. As they headed towards Port Ormos, people would throw flowers, candy, and liquor all along the way.
This new shipment of items.
Dunyarzad's eyes are sparkling right now.
I wish I could have seen that spectacle. But if you ask me, I'm sure Nilou's Dance of Sub-Zerus will be just as impressive.
Things can't go on like this.
Attention! Soldiers, fall into formation if you want any Yalda.
It's a weird guy. Hey, it's Dunyarzad!
Miss Dunyarzad, the children love you even more than the Yalda candies. In the few short days it took to prepare for the Sub-Zerus festival, the children have all grown very fond of you.
The hallowed
Attention! In the name of Ferris, the Knight of Flower... All right, little soldiers, take your Yalda candies and don't forget your loyalty to Lesser Lord Kusanali. Dismissed!
Yes, Knight Ferris! Just what is going on here?
Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, is another Sub-Zerus festival icon, and one immensely popular with children. In the past, the actor portraying Ferris would also sit on a flower carriage.
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the children can make such
As are we to you.
Oh, not at all.
Whichever one, don't these...
That is the fun part. Each box contains a random flavor. It's up to the...
Ooh, those...
And there's also lizard tail and...
Huh? What's up with...
Onikabuto is a little spicier than lizard tail.
Dunyarzad, you tried them before? Traveler, help Paimon pick one. Paimon wants the Sunsettia. It's alright. Paimon believes in you.
I also believe in your
Great! These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want? Attention! That's unfortunately lavender melon.
Oh, Paimon thought you survived so many epic battles because...
The Sunsettia flavored candy was in box number 4. How about this? The most important thing is that...
Really? Thanks a lot!
It's Knight of Flowers, not Knight of Candy.
Paimon really wilted the carriage.
They all basically sound the same. We got our candy, so let's keep going.
Oh, actually, I just remembered that I left something behind. Since you're here, can you come with me to get it?
Dunyarzad, you probably forgot because you're so excited about the Sub-Zerus
We're too...
I know, right?
Oh, that most certainly is. We're in luck. She's walking right into our
Those Eremites don't look like they're up to any good.
Who are you?
They're a gang of kidnappers! Traveler, hurry and protect—
Hey, did you scumbags even consider that the Homiyanis might have hired a merc that outclasses you?
You're... Dia!
Don't speak so—
Don't worry about it. Traveler, take Miss
No! We're gonna stay and help! There's too many of them!
Please be careful.
Don't waste your time, we're...
Dunyarzad, are you okay? You sure you're okay?
I'll be fine after some rest.
Yeah, don't worry.
My lady, Traveler, found ya.
Dia! You took care of them so fast!
Any more of them? Or rather, did anyone follow you?
Dia, your arm.
Oh, this? I'm fine. It's just a scratch. Normally, they wouldn't have been able to land a hit on me at all, but I'm still getting used to this new greatsword.
Please, let me take a closer look.
Come on, it's nothing. Us mercs aren't as fragile as you think.
Hold on, you said something about a new greatsword. What happened to the one you were using before?
About that. Well, I sold it, because I was low on Mora. Stuff like this happens every now and then.
It can't be. The anonymous donation that was used for the venue's final round of preparations?
Hey, Miss Dunyarzad, I wasn't trying to make you cry, and I'm not gonna lose my commission because I made my employer cry, am I?
Okay, making your employer cry won't affect your commission, but selling your weapon without permission...
You're so...
Thank you very much, Dia.
Don't be like that.
Are you feeling unwell again, Dunyar?
My lady, your condition...
Truly...
Are you feeling better, Dunyarzad?
Yes, much better. Just give me a few moments and I'll be good to go. I didn't realize you were concerned about it. I guess I shouldn't continue to keep it a secret. I was actually born with Elazar. It's terminal now.
Can't believe it's Elazar!
Oh, you've already heard of Elazar. In that case, you probably know about its severity. Sumeru's current medical advancements still haven't been able to find a cure. The disease's progression can only be delayed through environmental therapy.
Dunyarzad.
There's no need to be sad. I've always lived with Elazar compared to the simple fact I know that my family loves me dearly. They've done all they can to provide the best environment for me so that I can live for that much longer. However, I know I will one day succumb to this. Did you know? Before I ran away from home this time, the world outside of my home didn't even know that I existed. Since I was a child, all I could do was sit on my bed and stare at everything outside of my window. I'm sure my family's worried and disappointed in me for running away, but I just didn't want to have any regrets. I wanted to meet other people. To me, there's nothing more beautiful than being able to meet and speak with others. Not to mention the incredible time spent preparing for the festival, the joy on everyone's faces here, and all the support I've received from friends like Dia. This way, when my final day does arrive, it will be less sorrowful. At the very least, many people will remember that I once existed in this world.
As long as you don't forget Paimon, Paimon also won't forget about you. No, even if you forget Paimon, Paimon will still remember you.
Thank you two so much. To be honest, Lesser Lord Kusanali gave me the thanks. There will always be... Oh, right! Isn't it almost time?
Huh? Almost time for what?
Isn't the Dance of Sub-Zeros about to begin? It's the part of the festival that I've been looking forward to the most. Nilu will recreate that legendary scene with her most splendid dancing. And the Sub-Zeros festival will conclude and with that, my wish will all...
Then what are we waiting for? Let's go to the stage!
Yeah, we should...
Were you not aware that the law prohibits this type of performance from taking...
Over there! Someone...
I think I just saw the Academia's...
But the Dance of Sub-Zero... The Sub-Zero's festival. The law also prohibits the private hosting of large-scale religious festivals. Only the Academia can host such an... If you continue to resist, we... The Grand Sage has already granted...
How did things... The Academia was originally This is a hard pill to swallow, but... You're right. Things would only get worse.
Art. Dance. Aren't you ashamed of pursuing such frivolous and meaningless activities in this land of knowledge and reason? Our Archon created the utopia that is Sumeru City for all scholars who sought validity, verity, and truth, while people like you wish to defile it.
No. I believe that our Archon never rejected the arts. Even the goddess of flowers dedicated a dance to her.
With your lack of intellectual credentials, I do not believe you are qualified to debate with me. What you should be doing is finding workers to tear down this ridiculous eyesore. When we return, have the scribe draft an ordinance before the next Nyagarbha Day that prohibits public art performances. We will announce it to the public later via the Akasha.
Understood. I will inform him when I return.
The Sub-Zero's festival. Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content.
Nilu,
Dinyarzad. You all saw that just now? The Grand Sage ordered us to stop the performance.
Yeah.
Let's go somewhere the Academy... Or...
Nilu, it's alright.
But you've been looking for...
It's okay. It would be too risky to continue the Sub-Zerus festival at this point. I don't want to get everyone in trouble.
If you say so. But... you can sneak out for the next Sub-Zerus festival, right? We'll make sure the next one is a smashing success.
The next one. Yes. Okay. It's a promise. It will be a smashing success.
Paimon can't believe this is how things turned out. Those heartless geezers.
It really is okay.
Nilo and Dinyarzad promised to make the next Sub-Zero's festival. Yeah.
All connections have been secured to construct the most stable framework. The project has entered its most critical phase. Power...
Oh, we're gonna be late! It's all because you wouldn't get out of bed! We should go meet Dinyarzad right away! Good morning, Dinyarzad. Sorry we're late.
Not at all. I arrived early.
You seem kinda tired. Did you not get enough sleep?
I'm doing well. There's no need to worry. Shall we go? Let's start with the stalls over there.
Sure! Traveler? Why are you just standing there? Let's get going! Ooh, they're selling food over that way! Let's go take a look!
This is a stall offering foods from the Haftmewa feast.
You are quite well informed, miss. I thought most people nowadays wouldn't know.
They're all plants! Oh, Paimon's a little disappointed. Actually, what is the Haftmewa feast you mentioned just now?
It's one of the Sub-Zerus festival's traditions. People used to set their tables with 7 different foods to symbolize the 7 virtues of the Dendro Archon.
Remnants appear to be in the form of the moon.
Really? Paimon thought it looked like some kind of food.
The moon signifies... It's escaping me for now. Wait a moment.
Is he really looking it up in a book?
Oh, right. It means illusions and lies. But if you trust your intuition and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
Understood. I'll keep that in mind.
Oh, it's nothing. I'm just learning as I go.
Guess that was still pretty interesting. Okay, on to the next stall. So, where to next?
All right, soldiers. Now that you have...
Yes, Knight Ferris! What's going on?
Ferris, the knight.
Oh, do you want some...
What's to pick? Don't think... Ooh!
And there's also...
Ugh. What?
Great! These boxes of can... Ah, excellently chosen. Number 4 is indeed Sunsetia.
Paimon bet you had incredible luck, and Paimon was right. Huh? But now that you mention it, Paimon also had the feeling you'd choose the right one. Is that kinda like what you felt? Maybe we didn't sleep very well last night. Or maybe we slept too much.
Oh, sure.
Huh? Where are you going? A feeling of deja vu? Oh, Paimon knows what... In that case, Paimon... So, why'd you run here in such a hurry? So that's it! You're intentionally doing things you usually wouldn't and seeing if you still get that same feeling of deja vu.
Welcome, you two. Are you here for lunch? What would you like to eat? Got it.
Charcoal-baked Angelina cake? Isn't it that burned thing that didn't look tasty at all? Oh, Paimon understands what you're trying to do now. You'd never normally order something like this. That thing? Isn't this going a bit too far? How was it? The look on your face is telling Paimon that it tastes... Then, you mean... That's impossible! We were just talking about how gross it looked! So, would this be a case of taste bud deja vu? Is sitting by yourself on that bench. What a coincidence, Dunyarzad.
Oh, I ran into some kidnappers just now, but...
Kidnappers?
I'm okay. The Azarm...
Whew. That's a big relief.
Not at all. I've always been like this. Besides, no matter how amazing today may be, it is but a single day. After however many more days...
Paimon doesn't quite follow you, and Paimon feels like something's really got you down right now.
It really is fine. I don't mind. Huh? Did some...
Dunyarzad, have you ever felt deja vu? You know, like when you've already experienced something that...
Deja vu? No. But my days have been the same for years now. Even if I were feeling deja vu.
Oh, Paimon, see.
It's almost time.
Huh? Time?
Nilou's Dance of Sub-Zeros is about to begin.
With your lack of intellectual credential. When we return, have the scribe draft an ordinance before the next Nyagarbha Day that prohibits public art performances.
Understood. I will inform...
The Sub-Zero's festival. Go celebrate the birth...
Oh, Dunyarzad.
It's okay. There's nothing we can do about it.
But you've been really looking forward to this. I don't want you to have any...
It truly is unfortunate, but...
True, but...
The next festival...
Wait...
no, nothing.
Paimon can't believe what those heartless geezers did! exhaustion. Same here. Then, how about we settle in and get a good night's sleep? For now, we can chalk things up to exhaustion. We can do more thinking tomorrow.
Observing a modest drop in the output of Jnana energy, but that...
Continue to monitor for variances in the data.
Why does Paimon feel so tired after so much sleep? Anyway, we should go...
Not at all.
Huh?
I'm doing well. There's no need to...
Great idea! Let's get going! Traveler? Hey.
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the children can... Oh, are you... It's not that simple. Each box contains a... And there's also... No problem. These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want? Oh, I like your confidence. No hesitation at all. Oh,
Paimon knew she always had incredible luck. Paimon's... What?
That couldn't have been luck. How? Mind reading?
Tell us what's going on! Since when did you get superpowers? Traveler? Hey, where... What's going on? Did you see something? Us leaving Dunyarzad without letting her know is kinda rude, you know. What are you looking... Traveler? That's...
this isn't your first Sub-Zero's festival, don't you? I'm sure you already know how to use this.
A knowledge capsule?
You should use it too, Paimon.
You know Paimon? Well... What the... This is our 20th time at the Sub-Zero's festival? Huh? No. The 30... Have we been trapped in a single day? If it weren't for you, we wouldn't have even realized. What the heck was inside?
Your memories are still scrambled? Try your best to remember. This isn't the first time we've... What about... Your sense of déjà vu is stronger than everyone else's, yes? As for an explanation, it was as if a single sheet of paper was separating those memories from your consciousness. A familiar question. As you can see, she isn't doing well. That first Dunyarzad is in front of you right now, and she doesn't have a lot of time left. Looks like you're almost done sorting out your brain. Oh yeah, I'm Nahida. Good, you passed the test.
What's happening? You can awaken our memories, and you seem...
Everything in this world runs in a loop. This cycle is called the samsara. You... As for the truth, that's on you to find out. If you were told the truth instead of discovering it yourself, I can only give you
She looks like she isn't doing well at all. Her illness gets worse after...
If we can break... But as things are right now, she's...
You sure love to use weird...
Analogies are wonderful. Okay, so, with what you know so far, what do you think the truth is?
We've already experienced the Sub-Zero's festival many times. And the day... That should be it. The flow of...
A time loop. You've given similarly wrong...
Still the wrong...
A simple time loop can't...
Dunyarzad...
The Sub-Zero's fest...
Let's think about our current situation. To save Dunyarzad, we have to... And to do that, Nahida rejected the idea of a time... Paimon's memory is saved...
Hey, it's you guys again. Where's your cultured friend?
She's feeling a little unwell.
I see. Did you come back to buy something? I guarantee the freshness of my products. I harvested them from the forest just yesterday. Huh? What kind of philosophical nonsense is this? Are you two daydreaming? Didn't you know that no one dreams in Sumeru? Go somewhere else if you want to find someone to daydream with.
He actually has a point. Is this a... True. It's so weird that people here don't dream. Why is that? Anyway, if this all really were just a dream, we would have woken up a long time ago. Let's keep asking around.
Oh, it's you two. Was my divination so accurate that you felt compelled to compliment me in person? Ooh, I knew it!
You're really excited about...
Help you better understand it? Well, that isn't exactly what I accept.
So, you're admitting that...
Anyway, what kind of situation did you get into? Huh? Hold on a second. I thought you guys just lost your wallet or fell for a scam. What you just said, are you serious? Does that kind of thing actually happen?
I'm a new...
Marvelous.
When you say it like...
I believe that the book only says, if you trust your instincts and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
So that's how it is. Looks like fortune-telling is just fortune-telling. It's no good for practical problems. We haven't made any progress. Who else can we talk to? Paimon remembers that we tried talking to her a couple of times, but she always thinks we're playing pranks on her. You think she'll brush us off again? Yeah, if we tap into Dia's strong sense of responsibility as a mercenary, then she'll definitely take...
I'm fine, my lady. It's just a scratch.
Perfect timing. Both of you are here.
Paimon, Traveler, you came at just the right time. Listen, there was a dangerous Huh? You saw? Then what?
You want the Traveler to take Dunyarzad somewhere to rest up while you check to see if there's still any kidnappers around. Did Paimon get that right?
How did you know what I was going to...
We need to say something...
People in Sumeru don't... That doesn't sound right. People in Sumeru don't dream. What a strange phenomenon.
I'm fine, my lady. It's just a scratch.
Perfect timing.
Paimon, Traveler, you came at just the right time. Listen, there was a dangerous Huh? You saw? Then why didn't you jump in earlier?
You want the Traveler...
How did you know what I was going...
We need to say something
Dia sold her greatsword to raise additional funds.
Tell her, Traveler!
I didn't tell anyone about that. Including Miss Dunyarzad. You couldn't have known. And just now, you literally took the words right out of my mouth. What's going on?
All right, so this is the situation.
It's kinda hard to believe what you just told me. First, let me make something clear. Most of us desert dwellers might not be the scholarly type.
She's quieter than usual.
Yeah, she isn't the same as before, but... Her parents said that this is how she was like at first.
Huh? At first?
I don't quite understand what you're all talking about. I'll go rest on the bench over there.
My lady, are you angry? All right, I'll give you the...
Nahida! We brought a friend! Are you busy?
I thought I told you that it won't help to bring anyone here.
We just wanted her to see
The real Dunyarzad?
Huh?
I told you that you two are special.
Hold on. Over there. Is that?
Wow. How perceptive. Does she have invisible antennae?
Miss Dunyarzad, she's lying down here, isn't she? How's she do?
Her condition's really bad.
I can sense her aura. There are also lingering...
Do you believe us now? The Sub-Zero's festival has been repeating itself. So, you think the sages are behind this?
Yeah, they've...
Maybe there's more to the Akasha than we know. Right!
The Akasha relies on the power...
A Gnosis can...
So,
She said...
compiles the wisdom of the entire populace and grants knowledge to the people. Wait. I get the grants knowledge part. That's what people have always used the Akasha for. But compiling the entire populace's wisdom? How does that work?
Did she mean that the sages enter new knowledge into the Akasha? Oh, yeah. That sounds about right. What do you think?
Okay, Nahida said the Akasha rely... That doesn't sound right. People in Sumer... My mind feels...
You mean the Akasha is causing our mental fatigue? Huh. Now that when the desert dwellers set off on their quest for knowledge, compiling the entire country's knowledge, you think the Akasha pulled a 180 and is extracting information? Who knows?
What's the point of...
Just think about it. This hive mind...
Excellent!
In that case, we should take off our Akasha terminals right away. Maybe that'll solve this problem. How does everyone feel? Huh? What is it? Oh, that! Paimon knows what you're talking about. It's a single soft beep that sounds like it's...
The sound of a beep. Could it be a prompt tone for when the Akasha is operating?
That's probably an important clue. We weren't using our terminals, but we heard a beep anyway. Traveler, did you...
I heard it too. Our ears aren't messing with us. We took off our Akasha terminals.
Phase runtime has exceeded its expected length. At this rate... But we can't...
Good. You adapted quickly this time.
We definitely took off our Akasha terminals last night, but we still heard that beep. Why is that? Oh, Paimon doesn't...
It's extremely difficult.
If we're the moon?
Anyway, knowing who I am won't help you get closer to the truth. So you should focus on other...
Ah, there you are. I've already taken care of those kidnappers. My lady, did you get hurt? What's wrong? Why are you both
You didn't...
Huh? What do you mean this time? Why are you so surprised that I managed to get out unscathed? Those kids were amateurs. Shh! How did you know about my greatsword?
So Dia's lost her memories after all.
Anything strange? It's as if...
You're saying that...
That's right.
Traveler, what do you think? Yeah, Paimon's feeling really hopeful. Oh, you're right! Earlier in the Samsara, something like this would have never happened.
I have
So you want us to take...
How did you know what I was gonna say?
Listen, Nahida, do you think the Samsara has been broken?
Really? Good job.
Hey!
Tomorrow will come. Everyone assumes this is common knowledge, but the only way you can know that for sure is if you experience tomorrow. How many todays has it been? Is it possible that today will be followed by yesterday? Does tomorrow truly exist as anything beyond a made-up concept? It's even possible that this entire world is a lie, and the history of the whole world has just been one...
Okay, no more! Paimon's brain is already shut down.
That's why it makes no sense to waste your energy thinking about things you will learn tomorrow. Get some good rest. You know, use the bathroom and flush your anxiety dookie away.
Huh? Hold on, what did you just say?
Huh? People always say they feel a sense of relief after they take a duk-duk. That's why I suggested you...
It's so strange and so against common sense that... Paimon's at a loss for words. Yeah, even though it's happy and lively...
Continue the harvest. Compared to...
We're still in the same day! Nahida, You already knew last night that we didn't break out of the samsara? Why did you...
Would there have been a point? You would have spent the night with new worries, with tomorrow still out of reach. In that case, you might as well rest within that brief moment of hope. An opportunity...
Paimon thought the Duke did that!
Of course. In the time we've been together...
Paimon's flat...
What I mean is, even though I had asked you to solve this puzzle, you two are still the only ones who can see me and sense my presence. In other words, if you weren't here, I may as well not exist. That's why you two have been everything to me. Get it?
Nahira's talking about confusing stuff again.
Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. So, Traveler, did the new clues
Huh? Why are you scrapping your previous theory? Oh, yeah! You're right! Gosh, how did we not notice that? In a simple time loop, people's physical conditions should also reset.
So, what's your new hypothesis?
Mercenaries rely heavily... If all our memories of a day are erased at the end of that day, then we would unwittingly relive that same day again and again. The beep is a prompt tone for Akasha operations. We still hear it every night.
Muscle memory can't be erased.
A brilliant...
Nahida,
to put it simply, it's as if you've mistaken a pyrocrystal fly for a firefly in the night.
That isn't simple at all!
Why don't you go...
Right! She did help us...
There you are. Really took me a while to find you.
As expected.
Get hurt?
Well, you're...
Huh. Truth?
Traveler, could you explain the situation to her today? Oh, that works.
What happened to you guys while I was...
Don't think too hard about it. Just take what we're saying at face value.
Alright then. Let me get this straight. You're telling me that my body...
Yes, your memory...
Then I'd have to disagree.
Oh? Why do you think...
If we've actually... Common sense says my wallet should have emptied...
Right! They could use the Akasha to record... It's not very likely, but it's also not impossible.
No, it is...
You have...
You two are surprisingly serious about this nonsensical discussion. Come with me, Miss Dunyarzad.
Paimon can't believe it's Dia who wants to show us something this time. 2 days ago, we were the ones taking her to see Dunyarzad.
This is it.
Huh?
See those marks on the... Let's say the sages...
That's true, but...
Then the sages would have had to reproduce... I'm a professional fighter. The force, angle, and entry point of each strike is calculated and deliberate. That's why I remember every mark. It's just as they say.
Is it really impossible?
People often say that a camera's photo can never replace an artist's painting because the former has no spirit to it. The same thing applies here. At a mere glance, I can differentiate carved marks from the results of combat training. Whew. I hope that cleared things up for you. Anyway, it's getting late. I should escort Miss Dunyarzad to Nilu's stage. See you later.
Well, but at least we've reached... Yep, that's true. So, strange? Paimon feel... Huh? Leaving the city? You're right! It's really... Paimon can't believe it! Did we miss this because we're tunnel... How about we go back and ask Nahida?
Nahida! You're back early to...
Sort of. We're mostly...
leaving the city. As far...
We did? But we...
Let me think. I don't think you ever actually told me what the outcome was. But you two...
It is true that...
Really? That's kinda strange.
Yep. Something here's definitely fishy. Our memories are back! About that...
Traveler, aside from your memories that were just restored, listen to it and you'll understand.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zero's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them.
Traveler, you should be missing 2 days' worth of memories. Paimon will fill you in. It's time to carry out our plan from yesterday. Okay, let's...
Why can't we leave the city? What is the Academia up to now?
Don't ask me. It's not like I can...
I have a real...
That's your problem. Make sure you make a request.
But it's not like you can just predict business matters in advance.
It looks like the Academia already announced a lot. Let's go and question them. Hello, sir.
Here we go again. We just received an order that no one is allowed to enter or exit Sumeru today. Angering me won't get you anywhere.
It looks like he really doesn't know. If we can't get anything out of him, let's take matters into our own hands. This is a good spot, and the guard hasn't noticed. Huh? Why? Are you going to leave Paimon behind? But... Oh, Paimon knows that... Okay. Paimon will... Promise Paimon that you'll come back as soon as... And please... Memories! Traveler! Paimon would never see you again! You just did... Paimon waited for you for hours and hours at the city wall and you never came back! You promised Paimon that...
Paimon, calm down.
Paimon doesn't care! wanted to go look for you, but you also said that Paimon should stay! Paimon was so worried and so scared the entire day!
Okay, Paimon, can you tell us your perspective of what really happened? I see. Using 2 people.
After that, you left the city. Paimon kept her eyes on you the whole time, but then you disappeared in an instant. No way!
What's your perspective, Traveler? You sure you don't have... I guess that explains everything. You also...
So, if we leave the city, our memories will be completely erased? It really sounds... But this way, we'll also never discover what's outside! Something like a message?
But don't look at me like that. I'm not used to... Well...
Yep! Now we're...
I'm done. Here you go.
What? Isn't this just an Akasha terminal?
You made some little changes. Akasha terminal.
To make something like this? Nahida, you
Yep. I'll help you save the messages. It should be pretty easy to use. I just can't guarantee the user's status and signal coverage when they're outside the city.
We'll never know until we try. Let's go then. Let's expose those sages! Okay. That covers everything that's happened so far.
Yes. Although the signal was choppy and had some interference, we still managed to
Okay, now that you understand what's going on...
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zero's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them. I've entered another space. Before me are flowing sandstone and howling fish. Impossible and surreal sights. All these spaces are empty, except for the occasion contain mute puppets rather than people. I can't sense any human presence.
That's one heck of an info dump. It sounds... But
there's another part here.
These spaces have been disappearing, one after the other, absorbed by something like a sun in the sky. And now, even the final space has also disappeared. Behind me, a lot of spaces just appeared again from thin air. I get it now. Those spaces are actually...
Why did the message end right there? What did the Traveler want to say?
Probably because yesterday just happened to end at that moment.
Oh, right. Paimon did hear a beep from the Akasha.
The message. It should have come from the Traveler.
After the beep,
Traveler, what do you think that final space could have been?
All the bizarre spaces I saw out... My impression is that each day in this samsara only ends at the sound of that... Was that space actually the real world? But wouldn't a that doesn't sound right.
Oh, so that's what it is! Later on, Traveler also meant Paimon's...
Well, consider... So no matter how strange or spooky things may look on the surface...
Wow, the Archon War, huh? That's an analogy and a half. Hey! Do you want some alone time to think? Alright then, Paimon won't disturb you.
The dance of Sub-Zeros is about to begin. I'm going to go watch it.
Okay.
Okay then. See you later.
Have you figured it out yet, Traveler? Time is ticking away! Awesome! What is it? Paimon wants to know!
You're back! I've been waiting forever for you two. Judging by the looks on your faces, are you ready to take your Sub-Zero? Okay.
Okay. Nahida said... The moon, illusions, and lies. That doesn't... All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing in common. Those spaces remind me of... Dream. We've already experienced the Sub-Zero's... The moon, illusion... People in Sumeru don't... I can't... We are all in a... That doesn't sound... We are all in a...
People in Sumeru think they don't... And those space... Huh. So people in Sumeru do dream after all. In fact, we're all in one big dream together right now!
Correct answer. Now, how did you conclude that the Akasha... The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate? It is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace. and it grants knowledge to the people.
Oh, okay. Those dream-controlling creatures in the... But is stealing every...
Dreams are fantastical, complex, and full of imagination. People's brains are the most active. In other words...
So in other words, the complete opposite... Paimon remembers her saying that the sages think dreams are foolish delusions. And the fact that no one dreams is a blessing from greater... The real story is that the sages from the...
Oh? By the sounds of it, you understand the current situation pretty well. So then, what about the samsara?
Those spaces kept disappearing. Those dreamscapes kept vanishing. But as... My mind feels exhausted, even though... The Grand Sage said, go... We've already experienced the Sub-Zeru's festival many times. And... the day of the festival seems to be in a... I can't...
Correct. The Akasha is keeping each person's... Their disembodied consciousness is placed inside the collective dream of the Sub-Zeru's festival along with everyone else's. While their now vacant dreams are no one is any the wiser. People wake up to...
So, this is like a dream factory, and the Akasha is a dream harvesting machine.
Very good, Put.
Okay.
Alright, last question.
They say that alchemical divination is the dendron... Now that I think about it... Now that I think about it... That doesn't... Now...
So you noticed. I thought that one would be the hardest question. That's why I put it last.
That wasn't hard at all. Even... Now that you mention it, Nahida, it's funny. Thinking back to when we were asking all over the place for info about...
Yes. On the other hand, I'd be happy to answer any more... You asked me this question before. Now that you know this is all a dream, have you heard the saying, don't wake a sleepwalker? Your notion of reality, that's why I could only give you very... You asked me this question. Now that you know... Have you heard the saying, don't wake a sleepwalker? Your notion of reality, that's why I could only give you...
Can humans...
You might say, especially...
People's lives are at...
Deceiving the people after we end the Sub-Zerus.
How can the sage...
In the end, I'm just the moon. The real...
A sun and a moon? Oh, we're out of time.
I'll tell you how to break free of the samsara tomorrow. See you then.
Good morning, Nahida. Hey, what's wrong, Nahida? You don't look too good.
I'm afraid that what you're thinking right now is correct.
Did Dunyarzad already disappear? No way.
The real Dunyarzad's consciousness has indeed disappeared. It can no longer endure the constant dream harvesting.
Paimon can't believe...
She's actually something like a puppet, but not complete. The real Dunyarzad's so another Dunyarzad appeared.
But person.
Puppets are stiff, you know.
Dunyarzad truly believed that she met.
Yes, I just gave her a little wisdom so she could look at life in a new way. So that she could be her own person. But even so, she's still far from it. I'm still a long way off from being a real Archon. I couldn't even save her.
Please don't be... Don't be like...
To prevent more tragedy.
Great, but...
Although that means this dream...
Huh?
Well, which means with the...
Imagination?
Imagination, like when the server... However, the dream will respond. But right now, our host is unaware that this is a dream. Now, find some...
How are we going to find... And even if we did find them, after all, like...
It's extremely difficult, yes. As for...
Out of town? Are you going to that place full of dreams where the Traveler went?
Yes. I want to try something. Hurry and go. Dreams are supposed to be fantastical, romantic, and full of pleasant surprises. Unnecessary things.
She was such a good person. Yeah, but Paimon's wondering. Huh. So, who do you think the host of the dream is? Oh, that would make sense. Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, is a symbol of the whole Let's go ask him some questions, shall we?
You're back. You left in a hurry last time.
Everything's fine.
An experiment?
Could you make a wish?
You want me...
Last question!
Okay, my wish.
Oh.
I noticed earlier that she just doesn't... I've also wondered if the reason she asked me...
So...
when she placed that... What she didn't realize was that... Okay, I'm ready to make my wish. I would like Miss Dunyarzad to appear in front of me right now with a smile on her face. Here goes.
Please come true.
I'm gonna open my eye. Oh!
What?
Fucky? Sorry, but only one portion of Yalda candies per person. Back home you go. Nice try, you two.
Guess he isn't the host of this dream after all. Should have expected it wouldn't be this easy. It seems like everyone...
My lady.
That sounds like Dia! Oh. Huh? But Dia can handle them! Hey, Traveler!
Oh, it's you. Great timing. Please take... Hey, this is my job. The homie Yannis pay me, not you. You... fine, all right. Anyway, watch yourself.
So you got yourself some backup.
That's close enough.
A new punch.
Here we go.
Cold. Mine's in the...
Our bond is strong.
Laid bare.
Coward!
My guiding star!
Overruled! Witness my rise! Transfixed!
Law of the jungle!
The night is cold. Don't be scared.
Out of my way! Dissipate! Laid bare!
I'll be back.
Traveler, were you just taking your anger out on those guys? You and Nahida both. Oh, and remember how during the first Sub-Zero's festival, she said it was because she had forgotten something. Okay, so Paimon's memory is working so far. Anyway, Paimon also remembers that she has stayed. Yeah. This is the place. It's rude to enter other people. Hey, the windows are unlocked. Okay, Paimon's gonna take... This was only a temporary residence, so there was pretty much nothing inside. Should we open? Wow, Dunyarzad wrote all of this. Even though she must have, if we hadn't felt, but now that we know. Hey, where are you off to? It's Dunyarzad's puppet. Traveler? You must be exhausted. Come to think of it, we've been stuck in this place for a really, really long time. Heck, even the last time we were chatting happily with Dunyarzad feels like an eternity ago. Paimon still remembers when we were sitting here, and the way her eyes sparkled.
There will always be frustrations in life.
That was what the real Dunyarzad said, wasn't it? Does that mean...
Yes, Traveler.
Oh, so she's still just a puppet. But just now, how come... What? Where are we going this time?
If you continue to resist, we will have to order the Grand Sage is...
Oh. Traveler? You don't have to get involved. He's a sage from the
Traveler?
Traveler? What the heck are you doing? If you get a... Wait, they're not reacting. Have they been scared stiff? Oh, of course. So they're...
What is this? What happened to the Grand Sage and his entourage? Like I said.
Yes. The Greater Lord brought...
That beautiful shade of purple. But didn't you just say all the real flowers went extinct after the goddess of...
Yeah. What's going on here? Huh? You guys are
Hey! They disappeared! So Nilu's the host! What a surprise! Purple body Saras don't... It's just like the example Nahida... So when you saw the flowers... But if we want to end... How should we make...
Am I dreaming?
Huh?
So I'm right.
Wrong guess, but you aren't complete... As far as you know...
Yeah, but...
Ooh, sounds...
Yep. But in the his piety and wisdom, all kinds of spectacular scenes appeared in front of the first sage. As if all the knowledge in the world was being painted onto a canvas right before him. He was captivated. After who knows how long, he mastered all. Afterward, he said to the Dendro Archon, I miss my parents, my wife. The Dendro Archon smiled. His wife lied. In the end?
So, the first...
Yes.
Paimon understands where you're coming...
I see. Well, it just so happens that today's Sub-Zero's festival is almost over. Since we're in a dream, let's make this final dance of Sub-Zero's as beautiful as we can. The wait is over, everyone. I dedicate this to our god, the dance of Sub-Zero's.
I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Nilu's dance.
Oh, Paimon feels like she's been asleep for the Paimon's head. Paimon think the Sub-Zero's have we finally escaped from the Sub-Zero? Quick! Take off your Akasha terminal! She's not in her room. What happened? Huh?
Well done, Trap, and thank you, Dunyar.
I'm sorry.
Dunyar-san!
Oh, a traveler, Paimon. I just had a dream. And I...
It's a really long story. We shouldn't disturb her. Her consciousness is still weakened. Let's chat somewhere else. How about by the traveler's favorite bench?
Something you wish to report? Go on. You have my undivided attention.
Dunyar-san first. It's such a relief that she's all right.
After we parted on the last day of the Sub-Zero's festival, I left the city and saw what the traveler had described. Among the countless dreams, I found one that was growing fainter and fainter. That once Dunyar-san could no longer bear the Akasha harvesting her dreams, her consciousness began to dissipate. But this also meant it escaped the Akasha's control. Such a small fragment of consciousness can't last for very long, though. It will return to its original dream, where both will gradually fade until they completely disappear. I used all the power I had to keep her dying dream alive as long as possible, but it still wouldn't have lasted for much longer if it hadn't been for you two breaking the samsara.
So it looks like we did manage to save Dunyar-san in the end. Not a moment too soon.
Huh? Both are fine. Alright, you two must have a lot of other questions for me, right? After all, you saved my faithful believer. As your reward, I will answer any and all questions. To be accurate,
how did you do that? Poor cat.
Theoretically, I can enter anyone's mind as long as they're wearing their Akasha terminal. The Akasha is the legacy of Greater Lord Rugadevata. I've always respected my people's free will, so I've never actually occupied their consciousness. When necessary, I just borrow this bionic Snezhnayan puppet.
Hold on. Did we just learn some deep, dark secret? So Catherine is... No wonder Paimon felt something was off about her. body. Why do you need to borrow other people's? Don't you live in the sanctuary of Suristana?
That story begins a long time. At that time, I was young. However, I do understand that they had hoped to find Greater Lord Rukkhadevata instead of me, a symbol of her passing.
So, the sages basically put their new Archon under house arrest? How dare they! Why don't you teach them a lesson, Nahida?
In some ways, they aren't wrong. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was omniscient and omnipotent. Even after her death, the Akasha is still empowering this nation. And
Yeah, you got a lot of believers.
Trying to find a way to... Every once in a while, I will also take up the duties of... To be accurate...
How did you do that?
Theoretic, the Akasha is... I've always...
What about your own body? Why do you need to borrow other people's? Don't you live in the sanctuary of Suristana?
That story begins a long time ago. After Greater Lord... At that time, I was young and weak. The sages kept me in the sanctuary. However...
So, the sages...
In some... And
Yeah.
Trying to find a way to save Irminsul is my life's mission and top priority. I will work on that, and try to live up to being a deity in the meantime. Every once in a while, I will also take up the duties of the God of Wisdom and enlighten a lost soul here and there. Doing all that should be enough. Got it! Oh, and you don't need to worry too much about the sage's activities for now. The Akasha won't be able to conduct another project on the scale of the Sub-Zero Samsara in the immediate...
Go and get some sleep.
What a relief.
Traveler? Paimon? Why am I here? Do either of you know?
Maybe you were sleepwalking. You know you can't wake up a sleepwalker. We happened to walk by, so we thought we'd wait for you to wake up.
I see. Huh. I should visit my maintenance personnel sometime. Oh, I'm fine. I better go. Thank you.
Quite some time in Sumeru City, but ever since we last said goodbye to Lesser Lord Kusanali, we haven't heard anything from her.
Think you can get away? Rain Cutter!
Torn to oblivion! Illusion shattered! Overrule!
Body and mind. Witness the power of Gugwa.
Inazuma shines eternal! Shine down!
Rain outlines your fate.
Torn to oblivion!
Rain cutter!
Have a load of this! Do you practice your standing?
Inazuma shines eternal! Witness the power of Gugwa! Rain outlines your fate!
Ida, you need to hurry up!
Illusion shattered! There is no escape!
This is where you fall. Transfix!
Illusion shattered!
Let me weave you a verse.
Torn to oblivion!
Body and mind.
Shine down!
Yeah. Rain outlines your fate.
Inazuma shines eternal!
Rain cutter!
Illusion shattered!
Know my soul! Witness the power of Gugwa!
Now you shall perish! Shine down!
Happy to oblige!
New
Wings
punch.
of darkness! Come! Rain cutter!
Torrent, bring refuge!
Eyes on me! Happy to oblige!
New punch.
You are not welcome!
Rain outlines your fate!
Midnight Bent.
Billowing surge!
Well, power that ended high notch!
Now test my patience.
Let me read you a verse.
Torrent, bring refuge!
Eyes on me!
Shadow Raven!
Power of Gugwa, rain outlines your fate.
Ready, steady, go! I'll protect us.
Kamisato art, Sometsu! Yeah! Ta! Ha! Ta! Ha! Take
Not now. Cold, mine to command.
My apologies. Yeah! Ha! Ha!
My guiding stars.
Time to act. No, my sword.
Let the show begin. La 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 la.
Whirling snow. Sakura swirl.
Don't be scared. Not now.
Rain outlines your fate. Take flight. Yeah. Ha. Rain cutter. Ha. Yeah. Ha.
Let's dance. Ready, steady, go! Cold, mine to commit.
Whirling snow. Yeah. Ha. Embrace the ice. Take flight!
Whirling, I'll protect us. Stars, shine.
My apologies.
The night is cold.
No, my sword! Take flight!
La 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 la. Don't be scared. Not now.
Sakura swirl!
Pay your dues. Dues.
Whirling snow!
So soon! Prepare yourself!
Stars, shine for me.
Embrace the ice!
Come on, we can do it. Let the show begin.
Witness the power of Gugwa!
Yes, my guiding star.
My apologies! Kamisato art! Sometsu! Whirling snow!
La 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 la. Don't be scared. Not now.
We shall prevent.
Kamisato Aki. Suiyu.
Say cheese! Shoot! Bomb!
Cascade.
Hold that pose! Stars, shine for me. My
Mind the deluge.
Do your worst. Hear my prayer.
Smile! Cole, mine to command. Ranking you!
Be still.
Say cheese!
Attempt back.
Don't be scared. The night is cold.
Kamisato Aki. Suiyu. Be still.
Next on the agenda... You're toast!
Witness my rise.
Stars, shine for... Blaze over! No touching! My guiding star! Act into the fire!
Lucky day.
Cole, mine to command. The night is... This is long overdue.
Laid bare.
Your journey ends here.
Target practice.
Lord of Seven. Your journey ends here.
Target practice. Go on. And raise a star.
Access denied. We're way behind schedule.
Where do you think you're going?
Stars, shine for me.
Overruled. Everlasting as the moon.
For Rex Lapis. Born of ice and frost.
Oh, so sorry.
Don't be scared.
Transfixed. This is where you fall. Laid bare.
Dodge this. Don't get frostbite.
Cole, mine to commit. You're toast!
Everlasting as the moon. Transfixed.
Not now. Stars, shine for me.
This is where you fall.
Cool it! Oh, so sorry. Freeze!
Oh, mine to command.
Witness my rise. Over.